matter the weather, Alexandria Emergency Hospital is always here for you. Rain or shine, our doors are open 24/7 to provide the care you and your loved ones need fast. Every second counts, and Alexandria Emergency Hospital is here to help you through any storm.
I feel so professional when I throw that in there. That pre-roll for the Alexandria Emergency Hospital. I don't know. I'm so impressed with the fact that I can push buttons and make things look kind of cool like that. So anyhow, beyond all that, it looks great after a nasty evening yesterday. Cold rain. I'll show you kind of rough totals on that in just a second. But this morning over Sibley Lake, it looks beautiful. We have chilly conditions out there with temperatures in many areas still in the 30s, coming up quickly though, and we should be in the low 50s for today's highs. That's a look out at Alexandria. No chaos right now, and that is good stuff. Here are your rain totals over the last couple of days. And this one, again, we said it was going to be mainly across the southern and southeastern parts of the area. As you get up toward the northwest into North Toledo Bend country and Natchitoches, a trace to nothing. Quarter-ish inch in some spots. Maybe someone got a half out there. That green is where we see half-inch total, so around Lake Charles, and some heavier stripes of rain down near New Orleans, but obviously nothing severe. We can handle this kind of stuff, and it's all moving on to the east now. Still a few snow showers out around Lubbock and out into the mountains of New Mexico, but for us here, things are looking pretty good. And I'd said things were in the 30s earlier. I did mean the 40s, 48 degrees in Alexandria and 46 in Leesville, 52. That's what we're showing up out in Lafayette right there. And the northerly flow has established itself. So what we're going to see here is temperatures kind of holding pretty steady throughout the day. They will come up into the low to mid 50s, but we're not going to see a big crazy warm up here from this starting point we're at now. Northerly winds are going to continue then into the night and into tomorrow as well. So this is your planner for today. 46 at 10, 50 at 1, 51 4 p.m. But we're just getting through all this little stuff here. No severe weather. Maybe a thunderstorm at Panama City. It looks like that's the only chance in the country. Man, someone had to sit there. And they work at SPC and they do the whole country, and they had to sit there and decide, am I going to put like 9 square miles of the country in a risk for general thunderstorms? And they did it, and I like that. That's showing some gumption right there. So we'll see if that happens. Here's what we have on Futurecast, and this is what's happening there. Nothing all week. It looks like we're going to stay dry until we get into the weekend. Then that cold front comes in, and we'll see at least some showers and storms come through. Looking at the latest data, the chances for severe look pretty low. It's not non-existent, but we're going to keep a watch on that. And then that thing wraps up. We get snow up to the northeast, but see nothing going on with the snow around here. We're not seeing anything. Operational runs went quiet. Ensembles have trended a little bit more toward maybe seeing a little bit of something. But again, we're way out into the future. I did want to show you this, though. When I talk about ensembles, I'm going to give you the most simplistic look at them. Let's see. There we go. So this right here is from the College of DuPage, weather.cod.edu. It's a great site to go and check out ensembles, and if you really want to play with stuff and take a look at deeper look into the weather, this is a free site too. So you can see here each panel. This is only 20 of the 30 GFS panels, and this is out through 312 hours, so that is like 2 weeks out. And you can see we range from nothing on some of these to epic blizzard on this one. And so when we're looking this far out, we're going to see wild swings in things. The thing I'm looking for is how many ensembles are showing a wintry threat this far out. And right now, I would say we're around 25 to 30% when I take the other 10 GFS ensembles. I even look at the Canadian, even though it's too cold, and that kind of skews things a bit. And then the European model as well. That one has been pretty bullish on this one. So again, this is just 20 panels. They have all kinds of different products. And here I can go and see the average precipitation. I can see the convective panels with the, the panels. I can show you each supercell composite. So it's just stuff I have to look at, and I love looking at it, and this is why I get all detailed in this stuff and really have a blast with it. But for now, let's go back over to the Futurecast here and send things on into motion. And I'll show you that after this, we're going to get to the temperatures and show you how cold it's going to get. So temperatures now, I'm just going to cycle through the next week. This is the GFS model. It's not going to be spot on perfect, but just to give you an idea on the strength of this cold, watch the purple, watch the blues as we go into the weekend. That cold front comes through. We are way below zero up north, -10, -13. These deep purples up here, someone's going to be in the -20s. It's going to be way too cold for anyone. Down here, I mean, 29, I actually think is a bit conservative. I think we're going to get colder than that. But you can see here just that cold air is going to remain anchored across the southern, well, actually across pretty much the entire country. Really, everyone is going to be pretty chilly out of this, except for Miami. You know, I'm gonna slide over the Igloo Roofing logo if I can. Yeah, I'll slide this. And 74 in Miami. So if you have plans to head down there, that might be the time if you don't like cold weather, because it's going to be cold everywhere. And we're also going to see some rain. I think a half an inch to an inch and a half out of this system this weekend. And then beyond that, the big question is, what do we get? Do we get something wintry? And I've posted some well thought out explanations on how I don't know that just yet. But we will be down into the 40s by Sunday. We cool off more into next week. And yes, I think there's going to at least be a chance. We are seeing some indication of that. And the best way to show this, the most general way, is that we have very cold air in place, and then we have moisture that's going to be in place. And it looks like we're going to actually have some storm systems that are going to be rolling along in that southern stream of the jet stream. So it's possible, but at this point, I can't say anything's likely. We're looking at, again, this far out, if we're 8 to 10 days out and I say there's a 20% chance, that's about as high as I'll go this far out. So that, means an 80% chance of failure on this thing. And I think our main failure mechanism on this one is going to be if that air is a little too cold and shoves everything to the south. That's kind of what this one looks like, but they tend to do that this far out. So I know there are some people that have been sharing the European model from yesterday that I think showed us down at like 6 degrees or something. That was the absolute coldest run by far out of the ensembles. So when we see that and there's one and the other ones are all showing, maybe 18 to 25, it's going to be cold, but we're just not going to say it's going to be that extreme just yet. And I don't think we ever will have to, because that would be kind of, close to the all-time record. We hardly ever do that. So that's what we're looking at right now. Things are looking busy and cold and all that good stuff. I hope you guys are having an awesome, awesome time here. Ensemble mean is better. Yes. Who said that? I saw ensemble mean is better. Yes. Yes, Kenny. You are right, sir. Good morning. Back from Pagosa Springs. Oh, you got a dusting? All right, nice. You had some snow there. Yeah, we had more in Arkansas than Pagosa Springs, but I would trade that for the view of those mountains. My goodness, that had to be gorgeous. All right, I'm going to get out of here for today. I'll post an update on things after I get another cycle of models in this afternoon. We see what's going on with things as we get into the evening, and I'll just kind of post general ideas for now and see if we're trending a certain way. But as it stands right now, there is a little chance for something next week, but it's way far out. I used to not mention things until 3 days out. That was my rule. And now social media has forced me to do this earlier. So yeah, we see the general idea of potential, but that doesn't mean that much just yet. The one thing we know is it is getting cold. So I will tell you that. I'm going to get out of here now. See you back here tomorrow morning. Have a wonderful Monday.